Hi, my name is Will Curry, inventor of GOLFSTR. We now have 4,000 users of GOLFSTR, and PGA professionals have made many recommendations to improve this product, so there's now 6 swing fixes that this product can give you. And I want to show you that in this video. Now, the product was originally designed to remind you to keep your leading arm straight in the backswing. And so the way it is assembled is that you have a long strip of Velcro on the outside. You just fold it in half with that long strip on the outside and slide the ends of the armband through the 2 slots and fold over so you can put your arm through this opening. But it's now been made universal so that you can actually move it over with, it has longer pieces of Velcro on the outside, so you can actually bring the Velcro, or the arm strip, all the way through and tighten it this way, so you can make a very small diameter or very large diameter. So, but I have a larger diameter arm and wrist, so therefore I will increase my length and let it sit this way. Now we just stick it on our arm this way. So you can now see the product is resting up against the back of my arm. This is to remind you to keep your leading arm straight in the backswing. You can see it and you can feel it on the back of your arm. We've actually added this extender piece like this, and you can mount it up or down, or even use the product without the extender, but we have many that prefer it on with extra pressure. And all that it does now is it reminds you to keep your leading arm straight. And of course the normal swing is keep your leading arm straight, 2 arms straight in the backswing, but leading arm straight and fire it through. So it just is that reminder to limit your backswing so you can play 18 holes with the product on your arm and move freely with it on your arm and play for 18 holes. But the other 5 applications are all for other swings, 5 other swings, and you just remove it from your arm for these other applications, and in all 5 other applications you just remove it from the plastic piece, turn it upside down so the curved piece is up, so the curved end is up, and now we're just going to be putting it, for the first application I'll show you is for putting, and putting it on my wrist. And in putting, and for these next 3 applications, I just want to fit it to the contour of my wrist. So it's on my glove hand. I'm fitting it to the contour of my wrist, so my wrist is coming up, okay? And I'm just going to use it for putting here. And in putting, we want to only putt with our shoulders. It's by rocking your shoulders, but do not bend your wrist forward through the putt. You do not use a wrist in your putting, just shoulder rocking is the action to putt. Very important. Now the next application is in chipping, to remind you to keep your leading arm straight in chipping, in the follow through in chipping. So in chipping, we follow through with a flat wrist in chipping. So make sure that you keep your wrist flat. And this just lets you understand, even though you can't play 18 holes wearing this way, but it is a trainer to be able to help you do this. Now the 4th application is to remind you to keep your leading arms flat in the backswing. And flat being that it still is on the back of my wrist. If I bent my wrist this way, it's creating more angles and causing more problems in the swing. So I need to keep the wrist flat in the backswing. I can feel it connecting in the backswing. I can feel that I don't have to look back at it, but I have to understand that it's working, and you fire it through. So by doing that, we've now got 4 uses of the product for the leading arm, but now the remaining 2 applications are on the trailing arm. One of them, the first one, is for limited wrist lag chipping. I'm just putting it over. So again, it's on my the trailing arm for chipping. So it's the trailing arm now. And the point here being that in chipping, you don't want to, you can't, this limits you from over bending your wrist back. And so it just limits your chip, your backswing, limits your backswing. Of course, your follow through is flat wrist, but your backswing is limited wrist lag in the backswing. Now the sixth application, I'm just going to give myself a little bit more length, because this is the most important of all the applications, which we discovered while watching Michael Breed on the Golf Channel. And you can see what I've done here is I put it up on my upper arm, and so I can bend my arm 90 degrees, and I can feel it pressing against my back, my upper arm. This is to train you for lag, but we call this the takeaway lag trainer. And what it is, in your swing, we need to have 2 straight arms in the takeaway. And I learned this with Michael Breed, as I mentioned. He was doing a demonstration of why Adam Scott gets such long distance in his hits. And so what he's doing is he's doing a wide takeaway with 2 straight arms. What it's doing is turning your chest to the right. It's turning your chest back, your chest and shoulders are rotating. That's the most important starting point. So here we are, and it's nothing to do with this arm yet, because now, when we've got it on a wide takeaway, shoulders are already turned, all we're really trying to do is now create a lag in this wrist, a 90-degree bend in this wrist, so that we actually are bending, we're pulling with this hand, pulling so that we can feel GOLFSTR on the upper arm. So all we're doing is just holding it. I've now got a nice rotation. I don't need to have the full backswing like Rory McIlroy that you see on TV. So here I am, I've got a straight arm, I've got the angle. So I'm just going to show you this slowly, and now I've got the bend. I can feel GOLFSTR hitting the upper, or the lower part of my arm, and I can fire it through. So that is probably the most important part of the whole swing process, is to create lag in your backswing so you can generate more distance with more power. So I really hope you enjoy GOLFSTR. I want you to find it on our website at golfstr.com. Hit them long and straight. Thank you.